Nathan Jameson, a once renowned novelist, is drawn to this coastal town to escape the pressures of the world. After years of battling the weight of writer's block, he hopes the isolation of the village will revive his creativity. He rents a modest cottage on the edge of the village, where the mist wraps around the buildings like a cloak. His days are filled with silence, and his nights are haunted by the quiet crashing of waves against the cliffs. It is during one of his solitary walks along the beach that Nathan first notices the lighthouse. Though it stands proudly, it's unlike any other lighthouse he's ever seen. Something about it calls to him, almost like it holds a secret that's been buried for centuries. As the full moon rises over the horizon, he watches in awe as the lighthouse beam suddenly ignites, casting a silver glow across the misty shore. It's as though the very lighthouse comes alive with the moon's power. Intrigued by the lighthouse and unable to shake the feeling that it holds the key to his own redemption, Nathan makes his way to the lighthouse the following night. His heart races with anticipation as he steps inside, drawn by an unseen force. The air inside the lighthouse is thick with magic, and the walls seem to hum with energy. As he ascends the spiral staircase, he feels an overwhelming presence, both warm and cold, familiar yet foreign. At the top, he finds a large, open chamber, the walls adorned with faded murals of the sea and mythical creatures. In the center of the room stands Isla, her figure shimmering in the moonlight. She is a fairy, her wings delicate and translucent, glistening like the surface of the ocean. Her beauty is otherworldly, but there's a sadness in her eyes that pierces through Nathan's heart. Isla, sensing his presence, turns to face him. Her voice is like the sound of the waves crashing against the shore. "You shouldn't be here," she says softly, her tone carrying centuries of sorrow. "But now that you are, perhaps it is fate." Nathan, captivated by her, stammers, "Who are you? Why are you here?" Isla's eyes darken, and she begins to tell her tale. She is the guardian of the seas, a fairy bound to protect the oceans and the creatures that dwell within them. Long ago, a jealous sorceress cursed her, trapping her in the lighthouse until she could find a love that could transcend lifetimes. Only true love, one that endures beyond time, could break the curse and set her free. "But such love does not exist," she says bitterly, "not for someone like me." Nathan is stunned, but he feels an undeniable connection to Isla. He cannot explain why, but something deep within him tells him that he is meant to be here, meant to help her. Over the next few days, Nathan and Isla grow closer, their bond strengthening with every shared story and every stolen glance. Isla tells Nathan about the magical world hidden beneath the waves, about the sea creatures she has protected, the storms she has calmed, and the endless depths of the ocean that are both her prison and her sanctuary. Nathan, in turn, shares his struggles as a writer, his inability to capture the beauty of the world and the love he's lost in the past. However, their growing love does not go unnoticed. The sorceress, whose heart was blackened with jealousy, learns of the bond between Nathan and Isla. Fearing that their love will break the curse and free Isla, she swears to destroy them both. The sorceress begins to send dark forces to tear the two apart. She conjures storms that ravage the coast, sending waves crashing into the shore, threatening to swallow the village whole. Nathan is torn. He cannot lose Isla, not now that he has learned what it truly means to love, but he knows the dangers that loom. The villagers whisper of the curse, and though they are wary, they rally behind Nathan and Isla, trusting that their love is the key to saving the town and its people. In a moment of clarity, Nathan realizes that breaking the curse will not only require love but sacrifice. He must give up his mortality, his very essence, to free Isla from her torment. He must become part of the sea itself, a part of her world, to protect it for eternity. On the night of the next full moon, Nathan stands before Isla in the lighthouse. The storm rages outside, the sky dark and heavy with the sorceress's wrath. Isla pleads with him, her voice filled with desperation. "You don't have to do this. There's another way." But Nathan shakes his head. "There's no other way. I can't live without you, Isla. You are the only story I need to write. The only one that matters." With a single kiss, the final barrier between them shatters. The moonlight floods the room, and a brilliant wave of energy sweeps through the lighthouse. The sorceress's dark magic falters as Nathan, in a final act of selflessness, steps forward, offering his soul to Isla. A brilliant flash of light surrounds them both, and as the energy fades, Nathan's human form is gone, replaced by a shimmering figure of light that blends into the ocean itself. Nathan's sacrifice breaks the curse, and Isla is free at last. But in the moments before she is completely free, she can still feel his presence, a part of him lives on within her. Together, they are no longer bound by the curse but by a love that transcends time and death itself. As the storm clears, the seas calm, and the village is safe once again. The lighthouse continues to shine on every full moon, its light now a symbol of eternal love. And Nathan and Isla become the guardians of the seas, their love whispered in the waves, carried by the winds. Generations of sailors speak of the lovers who dwell beneath the sea, watching over them, protecting the oceans, and inspiring legends that will live forever. Their love is no longer just a tale of tragedy but a story of triumph, an eternal bond, whispered on the winds of time.